And we will now have our afternoon keynote speaker.
Good evening, and thank you for this invitation. I think that yoga could be a very interesting technique to awake the public, but I think that the pasta all'assassina is on the opposite side a big problem. So I hope the organization give you some pillow in order to try to sleep a little bit while I'm having my talk. I would like to start with a joke, because my talk is about innovation and creativity. And when my student asked me what is, according to me, creativity, I told them about an old-fashioned cartoon from the Wizard. I don't know, probably some of you know who is. And in these comics, there is the king inside a big hole on his throne. Imagine a room as this, and the king on the throne. And at a certain time, arrives a servant from the right door and say, "King, we have a very big problem, very big problem. The crocodile inside the lake in the castle are hungry. They are completely hungry. What do we have to do?" And the king say, Some minutes later, from the right door, arrive another servant and say, King, we have a big problem. The folk is in revolt. And he say, I see a solution. Sometimes creativity is to put together two problems to create a solution. So, why creativity is relevant in what I do? I work in innovation, and I work for Dhitech. I work for Università of Salento, but my activity is mainly in Dhitech. Dhitech is a foundation in which there is both company, university, and research center. So we have all the main university in Puglia, University of Bari, Polytechnic of Bari, University of Salento, CNR, and also many company that have his industry here in Puglia. And we collaborate in research together and innovation. So the question I would like to discuss with you some minutes is, what is the relation between innovation and creativity? Probably many speakers, better than me, will explain this, but I want to give you our point of view. Innovation is a process, and it's a process that supports company to create something new product, new service, new processes to improve their capability. And if this innovation is a good innovation, can create competitive advantage, so the organization can work better, can have new space in the market. But at the core of innovation should be creativity, because the creative thinking is what starts a process of innovation. It's not necessary that from creativity you can find innovation, but without creativity it's impossible to have something new. In many cases, a couple of problems could be the basis for a good innovation put together. How we do that? The district is a foundation, and we are specialized in high level of TRL. I don't know how many of you knows what is TRL, Technology Readiness Level. Who knows? Okay. TRL is an index developed by NASA and correspond to how the level of innovation is reached. TRL1 is a very good idea without application. TRL9 means that we are ready to launch a new product. So usually we work from TRL5 to TRL9. So we don't develop new idea, we take idea that exists, and together with the company and the university try to develop a new product or new service. So we focalize on the TRL that help to go on the market, okay? But also, if the TRL is quite high, creativity is fundamental, because you have to put together something that could be a good innovation and could create value for your partner, mainly for the company. And how to do that? I think that there is a lot of theory and about creativity. There is the 4P theory, there is the 5S theory, because there is a lot of theorists that work on how creativity works. We don't have a magic recipe for this, But we try to use two different approaches. The first is strong interdisciplinarity. Our team, the team that develop our innovation, work together and are from completely different point of view. We put together engineer with mathematics, with philosopher, with architect, with designer, because you have all the point of view inside the same problem. And all of these point of view should look at what is the real problem to solve. Usually in the academic world, we are concentrated in our field. We work on our specific research field, and we consider other field as a problem. But if you want to create really innovation, you have to understand the point of view of the other and look together at the final solution that have to solve a real problem of the world. Another key element that we think relevant is young people. We put together young people with this different background, and these young people together have to solve the problem, because the younger people, young talented people, are able to create something new. They don't have bias from many years of experience, and so they are able to find a way to try to explore new ideas, and also to say something that normally in that field is not admitted, okay? So we face problems from different point of view according to new ideas and giving opportunity to young people. This is what works. And I would like to tell you about some specific situation in which it's this approach, we have applied this approach and it works. The first is a girl that worked with me for many years, and she was a designer. And he started with activity in building, but they start to work with me in industry. So they spend 3 years in applying ICT in industry, in particular to product lifecycle management in the aerospace field. After 3 years works, she said, why don't you apply this innovation in construction field? And so he proposed to me a PhD in which she want to explore how the digital technology used in industry could be relevant in construction. In the last 4 years, they created a team of 6 persons and collaborate with bigger company in Italy on this field, integrating technology connected with the digital twin, with the building information model, and applying this new approach in construction field. So this team is made by researchers from different point of view, also social scientists, because the theme of construction is not just engineering, and they are developing many research projects in this field. Another example is a colleague that with his young PhD student that take his degree in Milan in game design and arrive in Puglia with a PhD on cybersecurity. After 2 years of cybersecurity, he proposed a game to teach cybersecurity. So he modeled the principal attack in cybersecurity and transformed the cybersecurity in a game. And we are applying this approach in the school, in the university, but also with military, in order to understand how really works cybersecurity. Sorry? Yes. Security and cybersecurity, yes. And in this way, it's not just a game in which you play from a game point of view, but any attack, any card in the game is a real attack or is a real way to defend from an attack. Another situation is related with Martina, that is in this room. Martina worked for 5 years in industry and start to apply what she learned in ICT, applied to industry, to fashion. So the possibility to contaminate different field, understanding that what is standard in a field is not applied in another, or perspective from one field could be useful in another. I don't think that I can give you the receipt for this, but what is sure for me is that if young people with their passion can change the world, you have to give them space to do, okay? And this is possible if there is contamination of knowledge and not simple academic approach. And this is what we do in Dhitech, and Dhitech is ready to support any company that want to do that in Puglia. Thank you very much.